What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Secret Sauce. We're gonna be making pasta with fennel today. This is one of those recipes that just feels like summer. It's something a little bit different, and I think as Americans we're so used to pastas just filled and saturated with sauces and way too many heavy creams. So I wanted to show you something that's super flavorful, but still something that's light and perfect for the summertime. So let's start with the star. The star ingredient is fennel. This beauty right here. Start your pot of boiling water so it's hot by the time you're done with this. On this one, I would recommend removing the outer layer because it's usually a little harder. And we're gonna actually be boiling this. I'm also gonna remove, usually if I'm cooking with fennel, I eat this part, but I'm gonna get rid of this. It's just too hard for what we're doing. Okay, so we're gonna chop this. Saute. And don't forget these stalks because they're full of delicious flavor. So you might need to just trim the ends though. It almost looks like a smaller celery stalk. Keep those, don't throw those away. And also don't throw away all of these leaves. Oh, that one had a hole like a straw. So we're gonna boil the fennel, but not these stems, because that'll get gross. Add some salt. So throw your fennel in. 2 cloves of garlic. With one, you're just gonna smash it with your hand or break it with your fingers, like that. And the other one, you can slice it, mince it, whatever you want. Crush it. Garlic is ready. Get your tomatoes. So this isn't a saucy red tomato pasta because the fennel is the highlight, right? So you don't need a whole lot of cherry tomatoes, just a small handful. You can just throw these in whole, you can slice them, you can throw them in whole and sort of like smash it with a spoon, but I'm going to cut them in half. Slice some cherry tomatoes. Ooh, it smells like a pizza. When fennel starts cooking, it's instant nostalgia for pizza, like fennel sausage. Oh, beautiful shiny tomatoes. Ooh, yes. You're just gonna boil the fennel for a few minutes, nothing longer. We're gonna toast breadcrumbs, okay? Just get plain breadcrumbs. Don't get anything with extra added flavor. So I would normally do the breadcrumbs as I'm doing other stuff, but because we're streaming, I don't want to risk it and risk burning them. And I also want to give a special little shout out and thank you to my Patreon community. I will link that below if you want to check out more content there. Check it out. So take a strainer. You're not gonna dump the water, okay? Strain it out. Okay, so we have our fennel. Don't overboil it. You don't want it to be mush. Oh, I just licked my fingers and I can taste the garlic. It tastes so good. I can start to prepare our pan. Add some extra virgin olive oil to your pan, a frying pan. Skillet, if you will. And I'm just gonna prep this while we wait. I'm gonna throw our garlic in the pan. Ah, the best smell. The best smell. Here we go. Now they're browning. Now see, I turned for 1 second, dude. 1 second and they start to brown. That's brown enough. Then this is all really gonna come together so freaking quickly. You have no idea. Then I'm gonna throw in a handful of cherry tomatoes. Ah! Ah! Tomato down. A very small pinch of salt at the moment, and that is because we're going to be adding anchovies. Don't want to oversalt this. Now I'm just going to steal this for a moment to do a little secret something something that is not for you guys to see at all. At all. What's happening? The secret, chat. Sure, it's love, but it's also time, patience, technique. Oh, and then it's secret ingredient too. Looking beautiful, looking beautiful. I'm gonna take 3 anchovies and put it in the pan. That's about 3. You'll get to the point when you get more confident in your cooking where you just be like, that smells right. This is the smell I want. I know it smells right. This is harmony right here. When you guys see this, these colors are just beautiful. It's going places, man. I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit because I'm gonna get our nudes. I'm using spaghetti number 12. So general rule of thumb, 100 grams of pasta spaghetti per person. Use a little less, use a little more if you're not so hungry or if you're extra hungry. Okay, so you're gonna take your spaghetti and you're gonna put it in your leftover fennel water, which you should have salted already. Don't break the pasta, that's right, don't break the pasta. It's gonna fall inside once she's nice and moist. There she goes. Just take a little of your pasta water, add it to the frying pan. Keep that going without burning or turning into glue. All right, now we wait. And I know because that's gonna take a little bit longer, I'm waiting to put the fennel inside because I do not want this to turn to mush like I said earlier. What's created in this pan is enough to coat your pasta and make it delicious and light and fulfilling. Just as much as your favorite spaghetti and meatballs, chat. While that's going, we'll just take some of these. You can just add like a few of these, but not too many because we're gonna put more on the top. Oh, I forgot the spoon makes it go out of focus. Add a little more pasta water because it's thinning out. After you toss in some of your breadcrumbs, then throw in the fennel into your saute pan. Not just cooking, producing too. That's right, I'm live streaming. I'm thinking about a YouTube edit, getting extra shots, and thinking about social media edit and getting extra shots there. Take some of your breadcrumbs, throw it in your pan, and a little more water, a little more water, a little more water. So I waited, if you noticed, I waited until the pasta is almost done cooking to add the fennel because like I said, I don't want it to overcook and get too soggy. And take some of the green bits because it's gonna be pretty. Okay, so here's a pro tip. Every pasta brand is of course gonna have their guidelines on the back of like how long it takes to cook. I always go a couple minutes under that until I'm familiar with it. And then I start to figure out, okay, is this ready to my liking? I like al dente pasta. I don't want my pasta to be mush. This looks freaking delicious. I can feel it's not ready yet. 20 seconds. 20, 30 seconds, stop. Yeah, it's ready. Strain it, drain it, do not rinse it. Turn the heat back on. Dump it in. You see, chat, You don't throw your undressed pasta onto a plate and then just dump sauce on it. Use your pan. Soak up all of that freaking flavor, okay? Do not be shy. Oh, it smells heavenly. Oh, God, it smells fucking good. It's too far away, but it's beautiful. It's colorful. I feel like the ends are not thick enough, and I'm just gonna twirl. Yeah, I don't know. The roll is not quite there. And then we have all of our fennel, our tomatoes, freaking beautiful. Breadcrumbs. Oh, dude, the crunch, the crisp. A little more fennel on top. Moment of truth. The smells. I can smell the smells of bliss. Oh yeah. Hot. Dude. I mean, come on. The fennel is just unreal. It's unreal. And you see, it has a tint of redness, a little orangeness from the slight amount of cherry tomatoes that just simmered with that olive oil. But it's not too saucy. It's perfect. It's perfectly coated. It's got that slip. You get that little crunch from the breadcrumbs. So good, man. This is, I really believe, the perfect summer, one of the perfect summer pastas. Absolutely. Flavor of summer. Little glutton. Oink, oink. Feed me. Well, that was freaking satisfying. That was so good. And even better, you just feel like it's so light. You know what I mean? You don't feel heavy afterwards. If you can't tell, I really love Sicilian cuisine. So I do hope you give this recipe a try. And if you do, please let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And also don't forget to tag me in your photos and videos on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever, whenever. I really appreciate you watching, and I'm always open to suggestions of other recipes. You could also let me know on social media what you want to see next. Thanks for watching. I took off the bandage when we were cutting the pineapple. Hello, self, I love you. Use that, please. Use that in the edit somewhere.